What is up, guys? So I got a core set gauntlet for you guys today. We'll be playing Peter Parker Spider-Man's core set Justice Precon here. Every single card is unchanged from the starter deck list. And we'll be taking on Rhino, Klaw, and Ultron on expert mode back to back to back. So yeah, every single card here that we're going to be using will be from the core set. So if you only have the core set, this will show you guys how to take down these three villains. And just to be really clear here with this Justice deck here, the Precon here. This is not the strongest deck that you can make, for Spider-Man in the core set. Even in Justice aspect, we could make a way better deck here if we just change out some cards, right? Like I recommend taking out one of the copies of Heroic Intuition. I also recommend taking out like the Interrogation Room and potentially the Great Responsibility here as well. So there are ways to make this deck better by putting in like more Helicarriers and more Avengers Mansion. Even though they're only one per player, like max one per player to have them in play, you want to have more copies in the deck so you can draw them more quickly. But yeah, this would be the unchanged Precon deck here. Let's shuffle up, and we're going to take down all three of these villains right here with one of the strongest heroes in the game, Peter Parker Spider-Man. So let's shuffle up here, and we'll also get Rhino set up first, and then we'll also do Klaw and Ultron afterwards here. Okay, so I'm going to set the Klaw and Ultron decks aside, and we are going to be playing each scenario with their recommended sets from the core set. So if you have the core set, you'll be able to do this exact same gameplay that I'm doing right here. Okay, so for Rhino here for stage 1A, it says what to put in the counter deck. So we have the one module set recommended, which is Bomb Scare. We have that shuffled in. We also have Standard 1 and Expert 1. Those are also sets from the core set that we have shuffled into the counter deck because we are playing on Expert mode, so we have the Expert 1 set. And in Rhino here, we have him start off on stage 2 for the villain deck. And then let's advance the main scheme here to stage 1B. It starts off with 0 threat. If it hits 7, because we're doing true solo, that's 7 per player, then we straight up just lose the game. And for Rhino here, his one reviewed is to search the encounter deck and the discard pile for the breaking and taken side scheme. This side scheme right here, and then we reveal it, and then we shuffle the encounter deck. So reveal and break and taken here, this has a hazard icon, so we get additional encounter card, every single villain phase. But it's gonna have 2 initial threat plus one review, place an additional 1 per player threat there. So we're gonna put 3 threat on that side scheme right there. And then we already got Rhino's hit points set up here on 15, and then Peter Parker set up here on 10 hit points. And yeah, I think we're pretty much shuffled here for Peter's deck. And then let's go ahead and shuffle up the encounter deck here as well. And we'll put on a ready token to show that we are ready to go here. And yeah, Rhino is a pretty quick setup, so definitely like that. Actually, Claw and Ultron aren't, that long either to set up. But yeah, let's shuffle this up, and then let's get started. All right. So we're gonna do our mulligans here. We're gonna drop to a hand size of 6. That's our alter ego hand size, and see what we get. Ooh, nice. We got a mansion here. So we definitely want to try to play that to get our economy up here on turn 1. Ooh, but we got Helicarrier as well. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna hold on to both, and I don't want to draw any other essential cards. I would love to get a double though. Let me see if I play this here and I draw a card. I can actually do both. So actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna hold on to his entire hand. We're not gonna move anything, and let's go and get started. So let's use 4. Actually, let's use 3 resources. No, we'll do 4 resources right here, so we can play our Avengers Mansion, and we can exhaust the mansion to draw a card. And ooh, we got a backflip. Okay, that is it. Let's flip up here to hero form, and we're going to exhaust and throw for 1 from break and taken. So I will have liked to clear the hazard icon off there, but we weren't able to. That's okay. Let's stay up in hero form. I want to be greedy and play the Helicarrier because we only have 1 copy of the Helicarrier and the Mansion deck, so I don't want to get rid of them. Let's ready back up, and we'll draw back up to our hand size here of 5 in hero form, holding on to both these cards. So just 3 more cards. Okay, so it is Rhino's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. Then he's going to attack us. We can trigger our Spire sets. Let's interrupt when a villain initiates an attack against you. Draw a card. Let's draw a card first. Okay, Rhino will get dealt his face down boost card. Let's, what do we got going on here? Let's take the hit to the face because we have a backflip if it's a lot of boost icons. Boost here is just 1, so he's going to be doing 4 damage to us. Let's just take the hit. So we drop from 10 down to 6. And then Rhino is going to deal us 2 face down counter cards because of that nasty hazard icon right there. So we have 2 cards. Now we're going to review each one. So the first one here is Crowd Control. It's a side scheme with 2 threat and a crisis. So we cannot remove threat from the main scheme while the crisis side scheme is in play. So a little bit. And our last encounter card from the hazard is Stampede. In hero form, Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, that character is stunned. Okay, that's perfect. So he's going to attack us. We'll trigger Spire Sense here again because he's initiating an attack. So we can draw another card. And let's take the hit to the face. We're going to backflip this one. So this will be his boost card, 3 plus 2. So 5 damage on Spider-Man. And we're going to play a backflip. As interrupt, when you would take any amount of damage and attack, prevent all damage. We're going to jump out of the way, take no damage. Since we did not take damage, we don't get stunned by the Stampede. All right. That's going to resolve that encounter card, and it's back over to our turn. Okay, so we got a bunch of cards from Spire Sense. Let's exhaust the mansion and draw another card here. And we really want to get our economy going. Can I Helicarrier and Mockingbird? Let me get this. I could Helicarrier and Mockingbird. Then we can clear off Break It and Taken here as well. Yeah, let's just go for that. I'd like to get the web shooters out, but that's okay. We'll do 3 resources right here, so we can play Helicarrier. 3 cost support. As an action, we can exhaust the Helicarrier. Let's go and do that. And the next card that we play this phase is reduced by 1. So Mockingbird's 2 costs, 2 resources here, so we can play good old Mockingbird. Whenever Mockingbird enters play, her ability is to stun enemy. Let's stun Rhino. Then we're going to have Mockingbird Thor for 1 for Break and Taken. She will take a consequential damage. And then Spider-Man's going to Thor for 1, clear off Break and Taken there. So we got rid of the hazard there. It's good for us. Let's move everything over a little bit. And that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we'll draw back up to our hand size of 5 here in hero form. We got our first double there. Okay, it is Rhino's turn. He's going to add 1/3 to the main scheme. Goes up to 2 out of 7. He's going to attack us. He is not initiating an attack because since he's stunned, we replace that attack initiation with the stun. So nothing happens there. Now we move on to the counter phase. We could dealt 1 face down counter card. Oops. And now we reveal it, which is, oh, Shadow of the Past. I don't have my cancel. Okay, so Shadow of the Past is going to bring out the Vulture, our Nemesis minion. Our Nemesis side scheme also comes into play. I got to remember to take that out whenever we move on to the next scenario, Klaw, right? Then we shuffle these 3 Nemesis cards into the encounter deck here. And let's shuffle this up. Okay, so Vulture here has Quick Strike, so after he engages us, he's going to attack us. Oh man, do I want to take this hit? Yeah, we're going to take the hit here. So we'll drop from 6 down to 3 while resolving his Quick Strike. And with Highway Robbery, that comes in with 3 per player threat and acceleration. Whenever it's reviewed, each player plays a random card from their hand face down underneath Highway Robbery, so we will lose a card from our hand here. Alright, so we're all shuffled up here. So put that there. Let's put 3 threat on Highway Robbery. And then we're going to lose a card from our hand. So I shuffle this up. And then, what do I want to keep? I don't remember what's in my hand. Well, the double is probably good. That's okay. I don't really know what's in my hand anyways. Alright, so we're going to lose this card right there. Let's put it next to the Highway Robbery. Okay, a lot of side schemes every single turn, huh? Alright, it's back over to our turn here. We lost a double. Okay, let's Avengers Mansion, draw a card. We got this thing. I can Spotter Tracer and swing Web Kick, which I think is the play here. I like to play her Intuition, but we have another copy down, and I want to get rid of the Vulture here. So let's use a resource here, so we can play Spotter Tracer. Attach to a minion. When attached minion is defeated, remove 3 threat from a scheme. So we're going to give this to the Vulture. Then we're going to exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost. So next time I play by 1, Swing Web Kick is now 2 costs. 2 resources to play the Swing Web Kick. Here, after attack, deal 8 damage to enemy. We're going to knock out the Vulture here in 1 Swing Web Kick. When he's defeated, we can trade a Spire Tracer and then remove 3 threat from his scheme. Let's clear off Highway Robbery. Get rid of that acceleration. So this is defeated. The card here comes back to our hand, which is that double, which I'll hold in my hand here. And then I think we just thwart 1, and then Mockingbird thwarts another 1. Clears that off. So we got rid of the crisis. Mockingbird takes a consequential damage, and then we're going to end our turn. Let's right back up. Mockingbird still has 1 life left. So we're on to this double, drop it up to 5. Feeling good here with the double. And we have emergency in case we get an advance. Okay, it is Rhino's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. We'll trigger Spire Sense and draw a card. Ooh, we got the other Heroic Intuition here. Okay. Mockingbird's going to block the hit. She's exhausted defend. He's hitting with a base of 3. Here will be the boost. 2. So 5 damage here takes out Mockingbird. Then he's going to deal us 1 face down and counter card. And we reveal it. It is Sweeping Swoop. Stun your hero. If Vulture is in play, this card gains Surge. Vulture is not in play, it won't Surge. We just get stunned there. All right. Back over to our turn. Let's exhaust and Mansion. Draw a card. Get our economy all up here. So I don't want to play Black Cat because she could potentially mill Aunt May, which I don't want. I could play Jessica Jones. We don't need her as much now without the side schemes. Do I play Heroic Intuition to help me thwart? I could hold on to this double here. Yeah, I think we go for that. And then why don't we hold on to this double for the 4 Justice? So I'll do 3 resources here, so we can play Jessica Jones. 3 cost ally. She gets +1 thwart for each side scheme in play. Currently are no side schemes, so she just has 1 thwart there. Then we're going to exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. So her intuition is 1 cost. This is a resource. Should I throw away Swing Web Kick? Kind of want to hold on Black Cat here. You know what? We're going to toss a Swing Web Kick as a resource, so we can play her intuition. The 2 cost upgrade, we get +1 thwart now. So now Spider-Man's at 2 thwart. We're going to thwart for 2 in the main. And then Jessica Jones will thwart for 1, and then she'll take a consequential damage. That's going to turn us right back up. We need to get into a backflip or Aunt May here. Let's drop it up to 5. Hold on both these cards. Ooh, Hand Spire Sense is good to see. Okay. Rhino's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack. We can draw a card with Spire Sense. Backflip. Okay, not a backflip. Do I block here with Jessica Jones? I could just basic defend. I think we basic defend here. Yeah, we're going to exhaust here to defend for 3. He's hitting with a base of 3. Here's the boost. 1. So we just take 1 damage. He's attacking us for 4. Draw down 2. Okay, then we get dealt a face down counter card, which is an assault. The villain attacks you. I think I'm going to cancel this one. So let's play Enhanced Spire Sense. When a treachery like this is revealed in the counter deck, we can cancel its one of its effects. We got to pay a resource. Let's use a Spire Tracer here as a resource to play the Enhanced Spire Sense. Cancel the assault, and it's back over to our turn. Okay, let's Mansion, draw a card. Still no Aunt May. I'm pretty worried about playing Black Cat here. She has a force response that I have to do. Do I take the risk? I feel like I take the risk here, guys. We'll just see what happens. All right, we're going to use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card I one. This would be a resource, so we can play a Black Cat. For response, whenever she enters play, this card, top 2 cards of your deck. 1, 2, okay? And then add each card with the printed mental resources card to your hand. No mentals, we lose a backflip because they're both physical here. That's fine, as long as we get Aunt May. I'm feeling okay with that. And then, so she enters play here. What else are we doing? I think we hold on to all these doubles. Let's have Black Cat thwart for 1 for the main. Clear it off. She'll take a constant damage for thwarting. Jessica Jones will swing for 2 on Rhino. Brings from 15 down to 13. And then Jessica takes 8 consequent damage. So our first damage to him in the game. That will end turn. Let's right back up. I think I want to hold on to his Enhanced Spider Sense. Let's draw back up to 5 here. Digging for Aunt May. Okay. Rhino's turn. He's going to add a 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. We'll trigger Spire Sense. Draw a card. No Aunt May yet. Let's see here. We're definitely going to block. I think we block with Black Cat. He's hitting with a base of 3. Boost here is 1. 4 damage. Knocks out Black Cat. Then we get dealt 1 fades down counter card, which is hard to keep down. Rhino heals 4 damage. If no damage is healed, this card is surge. So he's going to heal 4, bring from 13 up to 15. Back over to our turn here. I was a little bit scared with the threat. Let's exhaust the mansion and draw a card. Where's Aunt May? We're not getting the ant. Our trusty ant here. Am I going to deck out? We have 4 cards left in the deck. So it is not exactly the hand we want here. We still want to hold on to hand Spider Sense. I think we just play this and play this. Let's attack to get rid of our stun. And then I could... Yeah, I think I play it for justice here, actually. So we'll do Helicarrier to reduce the cost next spell by 1, so we can play Web Shooter here for 1 cost. It comes in with 3 web counters, so we can exhaust it and remove a counter to generate a wild resource. We got this in play. Then we'll do a double resource here. We're paying for a justice card. Declare the wilds here to be mental. Actually, doesn't matter. To play for Justice, remove 3 threat from the scheme. Let's clear off the main. And now I want to play Interrogation Room. So let's use a double resource here, and we'll overpay and play the Interrogation Room. Yeah, we want to draw 3 cards, keeping 1 card left in our deck. This card is just a 1-cost support. After you defeat a minion, we can exhaust it and remove 1 threat from the scheme. Not that good of a card. That would have probably taken out, but sticking with the Precon, we're just going to hold on to it. And that's going to turn. Let's right back up. So the reason why I don't want to necessarily deck out here is because I want Jessica Jones to go back into our shuffle. We got Nick. Oh, we got all the allies at the bottom. All right, it's Rhino's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. We're not going to trigger Spire Sense because it's not a Force Interrupt. I really need an ally back to the Death Pass here. So we're not triggering Spire Sense. Jessica Jones will exhaust the defense attack. He's hitting with a base of 3. Here's a boost, 2. So 5 damage takes out Jessica Jones. And then we still have our enhanced Spire Sense in our hand. If we get like in another assault, we got another assault here. So what we're here for, he's going to attack us. We're going to play enhanced Spire Sense. Let's burn Daredevil. Actually, I could burn Nick. Get him immediately back in the shuffle. And Daredevil. I don't need an ally right now. Yeah, okay. So we're going to use a resource right here so we can play Enhanced Spire Sense. When treasure is reviewed, we can cancel with random effects. Cancel that assault because that will kill us, most likely, if the boost is 2. So we cancel the 1 effects there. All right, back over to our turn. Okay, so before I deck that, I want to see. I could play Daredevil, actually. So that means we could just play him so we don't really worry about him, losing him, I mean. I kind of want to get the double back into the deck pass. So do I use a web shooters, lose a web counter? I think that's okay. Let's exhaust it, remove a web counter. Actually, wait, first we're going to exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost. Next we're going to play by 1. Daredevil is 3 costs. Then we'll exhaust a web shooter, remove a counter, generate a raw resource in hero form. This would be a double. So total 3 resources plus Helicarrier, so we can play a Daredevil. After he thwarts, we can do 1 damage to enemy. And then we're going to have Peter Parker thwart for 1 for the main, clear it off. Then we're going to flip down to Alter Ego. Trigger Scientist, generate a mental resource, limit once per round, so we can play Aunt May. Then we can exhaust Aunt May to heal by 4 if we're in Alter Ego, brings us from 2 up to 6. And then we're going to end our turn here. Yeah, let's keep Daredevil up. Let's right back up. This is pretty scary because we're decking out. But hopefully it doesn't get advanced, right? Normally I don't want to be in this situation, but we have no choice right now because we're pretty low on life. We were low on life. We drop back up to 6, deck out, get Del face on a kind of card, shuffle up here. We're just hoping that we don't get advanced. But if Rhino schemes with a low boost here, it doesn't matter if he gets an advance. So we just need some low boost here from Rhino schemes. And yeah, hopefully this will be the only time we flip down because we got completely built out here. That was the choice that we took here to get built out and to need to flip down. That's the duality of that. Oof. So hopefully we just need non-advances, guys. All right, so let's draw back up to 6. And we got Nick. Okay, Rhino's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He is going to scheme because we're an Artigo with a base of 1. Here's a boost. 2. Oof. Okay, that's decently high. He's going to scheme for 3. Man goes up to 4. All right, this is real scary. We can get down an encounter card for a total of 2. First encounter card is Vulture's Plan. Discard 1 card at random from each player's hand. Oof. Okay, hope we don't lose Nick here. And we place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different resource type discarded. If this is an advance, bad things are happening here. Okay, so we lose a random card here. It's going to be webbed up with the printed physical, so we add a threat to the main because of that. Then that's going to resolve this. Last encounter card is, oof, okay, and I'm tough. Give Rhino a tough status card. If Rhino already has a tough status card, this card can't search. He doesn't have a tough, so we got a break with that one. All right, guys, back over to our turn. Let's exhaust Aunt May, heal by 4. It brings from 6 back up to 10. Then let's mansion here, draw a card. Oh, we had the emergency. That could have prevented 1 more threat. I'm glad we didn't need it, though. Okay, so what I think we do here is, do I want to play Nick or do I go Mockingbird? I think we go Nick here. So let's exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. So Nick Fury is 3 cost here. We need 3 resources to play him. I do this 3. we'll use scientists to generate a mental resource. This would be 2 more resources for a total of 3. So it can play Nick Fury with the helicarrier. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're gonna pick the one to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we didn't want the back. I think we just use a backflip here. Let's flip up to hero form. Now we're back to full life. Okay, couple of things. Let's swing for 2. We'll knock off the tough from Rhino. Then we're gonna use, do I web shooter here? Yeah, I don't need the backflip. I have enhanced spider sense. Yeah, we'll do 3 resources right here, so we can play a swinging web kick. Here, I should attack, do 8 damage to enemy. We're gonna hit Rhino for 8. Brings from 15 down to 7. All right, we're holding on this in our hand, and I think we're gonna do Daredevil's gonna throw for 2. Drops a man from 5 down to 3. And then Daredevil has a response after he thwarts, do 1 damage to enemy, hitting Rhino for 1, brings him down to 6. And then Daredevil will take a consequential damage. And then Nick's gonna thwart for 2 as well. Drop down to 1, he'll take consequential damage. That's gonna end our turn. Let's write it back up. We just want to hold on to the enhanced Spider Sense in case we get that advance. Alright, and then let's draw back up to 5 here. Our hero hand size. Okay, Rhino's turn, he's gonna add 1 to the main. He attacks us, Spider Sense draws us a card. Nick Fury blocks, of course. Here's a boost, 3 plus 1, 4 damage, takes out Nick Fury. Then we get 1 face down encounter card, which is charge attached to Rhino. Whenever he attacks, attack gains overkill. He also has +3 attack. After that attack with the charge, we discard it. So his next attack, we need to backflip that, or else it's going to do tons of damage. Do I have Mockingbird here, though? Let's Mansion and draw a card. I want to flip him, but I don't want to. I think we just waste some damage here with Swing Web Kick. That's fine. Let's exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. So Swing Web Kick's 2 costs. This is a double, so we can play the Swing Web Kick. Here, I should attack, do 8 damage to enemy. Hits Rhino for 8. Brings from 6 all the way down to 0. All right, sorry, Sesame is going crazy. So we flip him over to his 3rd and final stage. He's going to have 16 life. He comes in with toughness as well. And then his one reviewed effect is to stun each hero. So Spider-Man gets stunned here. We're going to immediately just exhaust to attack to get rid of that stun. Daredevil is going to throw for 2, clear off the main. His ability will do 1 damage to enemy, so paying a damage to knock out the tough. Then he'll take a consequential damage. And then I'm not worried about the advance. If I get, there's no point in Mockingbird and Black Cat here. We'll do 2 resources here. I'm not worried about the advance right now. Yeah, because if he schemes, we're okay. So 2 resources, so we can play Black Cat. After you play here, discard top 2 cards of your deck. 1, 2. Add each printed mentor to your hand. We get the surveillance team to your hand because it is printed mentor resource. All right, Black Cat's going to swing for 1 on Rhino, brings from 16 down to 15. She does not take consequential damage for attacking, so she's going to stay up here. And I think we just end her turn here. Yeah, we could get rid of the charge with the backflip. Let's ready back up. We're going to discard surveillance team and draw back up to 5, digging for the last swinging web kick. All right, Rhino's turn is going to add 1 to the main. He attacks us, Spider Sense will draw us a card, and then we're going to take the hit. He has overkill, so 7 plus 0, so we don't want to block with ally there. 7 damage going on Spider-Man. We're going to backflip, jump out of the way, prevent all the damage, and then we discard charge after activation. Then we get dealt in a counter card, which is the advance here. So he's going to scheme on us with a base of 1. Boost card is 1, so he schemes for 2. Man goes up to 3, and then it's back over to our turn here. All right, let's Mansion. Draw a card. Oh, we have the great responsibility here anyways. I think we go ahead and Mockingbird. We'll do Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next shell play by 1. This would be a double resource, so it can play Mockingbird. Whenever she enters play, stun enemy. Let's stun Rhino again. And then let's play for Justice here. We'll do 2 resources here, including a mental resource, so we can play for Justice. Here, actually remove 3 there from the scheme. 4, if we use a mental, it actually doesn't matter. There's only 3 threat in the scheme. We're going to clear that off. Then we're going to attack with everybody, except Daredevil, actually. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage on Rhino. Brings from 15 down to 11. And then all the allies will take, actually only Mockingbird takes consequential damage, because Black Cat doesn't take consequential damage for attacking. Ending our turn, readying back up. Drawing back up to 5 here. Okay, we got the kill. And we got the enhanced Spider Sense. All right, Rhino's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. He attacks. He's stunned. Nothing happens. Uses a face down counter card. It is false alarm. You're confused. If you are confused, card gains surge. It is a treachery, so we're actually just gonna cancel with enhanced fire sense without doing anything else, using the web shooters to pay for it. All right, back over to our turn. We're just going to exhaust the mansion, draw a card. We'll do 3 resources here, so we can play a swing web kick, hero action attack, do 8 damage to enemy. Brings Rhino from 11 down to 3. Spider-Man's going to swing in for 2, brings from 3 down to 1, and Black Cat will go for the finish there, bringing him from 1 all the way down to 0. All right, and that is the first scenario there, Rhino on expert mode. All right, so we're moving on to Klaw here. So for Klaw setup on the stage 1A, search the encounter deck for the defense network side scheme, and then reveal it, then we shuffle the encounter deck. So defense network is this side scheme right here. We're going to review place additional 1 per player threat here, so it's going to have a total of 3 threat and a crisis. So let's get that set up. And then we can also advance the main scheme to stage 1B here. So Klaw, we have more breathing room on threat. We need both main schemes to pop for us to lose. But this one here says whenever it's reviewed, we discard cards from the counter deck until we get a minion. Put that minion into play engaged with the first player. So we are going to be doing that after we're done shuffling. For Claws, when reviewed, we search the encounter deck and discard power for the Immortal Claw and reveal it. So we have the side scheme right here. It has acceleration. Claw gets plus 10 hit points, and it's going to have 3 per player threat. So let's set this up here. 3 per player threat. And plus 10 hit points, so it's going to have 28 hit points here. All right. It's on screen. Okay. And then we're going to do Clause 1 review, which is to, we're going to do the 1 review of the main scheme, because we haven't done that yet. Discard cards from the encounter deck until you get a minion. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. Since we're doing true solo, we are the only player, so we're just going to discard from the encounter deck here until we get a minion. So start milling. Okay, those are some good cards to see. Okay, we got an armor guard. He comes in with guard and toughness, and that's our minion here that we start off with. All right, tough status. All right, we're going to be readied up, and then let's shuffle up our player deck here. Our Justice Precon. And yeah, let me see. So we have, yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. Thing is, we have more breathing room to flip down here against Klaw, because if we flip down, we can let him pop this main scheme and still be fine. Klaw does have a force interrupt whenever he attacks you, give him 1 additional boost card. So whenever he schemes for normal with just 1 boost, but whenever he attacks, he's going to have at least 2 boost cards there. All right, I think we're good to go, guys. All right, so let's drop 6. Hopefully that was a good shuffle. Oh, man. Okay, so for our mulligans, we got Aunt May, and we got a double. Let's hold on to that. And I think we're going to mulligan. Ooh, I like Spiders, actually. So we're going to mulligan. Oh, I like this card here right now. Let's mulligan 3, though. And we'll draw 3 more back up to 6. All right, let's see what we get here. Okay. I mean, I don't mind the Haymaker. I think I definitely want to play Spider Tracer. And we have Black Cat here as well. I think we Black Cat first. Let's go ahead and use Scientist Generate Inventory Resource. This will be second resource here, so we can play Black Cat. After you play Black Cat from hand, discard top 2 cards of your deck. For each mentor you add to your hand. Ooh, we get 2 resources here to our hand. That is pretty huge. Okay, Black Cat is gonna swing for 1, knock off the tough and the armor guard here. All right, no economy though. We can do this, and do this. So we can play our hand though, which is pretty nice. So this one's going to be a little bit higher tempo, but less build up than the Rhino game, unfortunately. We'll flip up. We'll do a resource here. Play Spider Tracer attached to minion. We'll give this to the Armor Guard. Then we're going to use a resource here to play Anime. We can exhaust our Hue by 4 when we're in Arc Eagle, but we can't do that right now. And then we'll use a double resource right here. So we can play Haymaker. Your action, do 3 damage to enemy. We're going to hit the Armor Guard for 3, which will knock him out here. And then when he's defeated, we can trigger the effect of a Spider Tracer. remove 3 threat from a scheme, we're going to clear off the Immortal Klaw here. So when this side scheme is defeated, we discard it, and then Klaw will lose those 10 hit points that it gave him. So he goes down to 18 here. All right, and that's gonna, oh wait, we're gonna, let's store for 1 from Defense Network, and then we're gonna end our turn. Let's write it back up, drop back up to 5. We got a web shooter, which is always good to see. And all right, Klaw's turn. He's gonna add 1 threat to the main. He's gonna attack us. We're gonna trigger Spark Sense to draw a card. We're gonna take the hit. He has 2 boost cards. 1, oof, 2. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage here from Klaw with that triple boost. Brings from 10 down to 5. So I probably should have just defended that with my basic defense, but I wanted to be risky there. Then it's gonna deal us an encounter card, which is an assault. The villain attacks you. We'll block this one. Yeah, all right, we're gonna exhaust to defend this for 3. He's hitting with a base of 1, 2 boost cards. Okay, so he's only going to do 3 damage because there are 2 boost icons there. Boost effect here is this card 1 card I ran from your hand. Oh, did I forget the Spire Sense? Oh, I forgot Spire Sense. That's fine. I think I forgot to. Yeah, that's okay because we missed a timing window on it. It should have been whenever he initiated the attack. So we're going to lose a random card here. And it is the first aid. Ah, I wanted to play that one. All right, back over to our turn. Well, at least we can play the web shooter here. Do I even want to? No, I don't want to flip down yet. We can get way more use out of Black Hat. We play web shooter. Yeah, let's use a double resource here. We're gonna play her intuition, so we get +1 thwart. Now we're at 2 thwart. Then we'll use a resource here. Play the web shooters. 1 cost upgrade. Comes in with 3 web counters, and we can exhaust it to generate a wild resource if we remove a web counter. All right, I think Black Hat's gonna thwart here for 1. From Defense Network, drop it down to 1 threat, and that'll end our turn. Let's ready back up. Drop back up to 5. Let's toss emergency. I kind of want to hold on to that if I flip down to Alter Ego, but that's all right. We'll just drop back up. Okay, we got the Helicarrier here, which I like a lot. And his Klaw's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. We'll trigger Spire Sense, draw a card. Backflip. No, I forgot. Black Cat takes a consequent damage here for thwarting. I think we're going to block this. Actually, I think we defend here. I want to keep Black Cat alive. We're defending for 3. He gets 2 boosts. 1, 2. Nice. So only 1 boost icon on that one. Only 2 damage. We block for 3. Take no damage. And got rid of an advance. And counter card time is, ooh, under fire. I think we're out of our thingy. The thing that cancels it. Alright, so reveal top card in the counter deck. It is Sonic Boom. Either exhaust each character you control or spend 1 of each resource type. Let's exhaust each character we control. Spider-Man's already exhausted. Black Cat gets exhausted there. Under fire will now surge into, not again, Shadow of the Past. Okay, so, alright, we're gonna, Vulture's gonna come into play. Highway Robbery coming into play right there. And we shuffle these 3 cards into the encounter deck. And that will resolve the Under Fire and the Shadow of the Past. Except Vulture's gonna quick strike us on here, and we're already exhausted. So we're gonna take 3 damage there. Let's discard this. Shuffle, shuffle. Alright, things were going so well until Under Fire. Alright, so we're gonna take 3 damage with a quick strike from Vulture, bring us down to 2 life. And we're gonna Highway Robbery. So we lose a random card from our hand to the Highway Robbery. I don't even know what's in my hand, guys. So it's okay, whatever we lose. Alright, we're gonna lose this. And then a 3 threat with acceleration. So I think I flip here and just give him the first main scheme. Alright, back over to our turn. Let's think here. Is that a Spire Tracer, guys? I don't know. Do we have a Spire Tracer? Let's check our discard pile here. Well, no, it's not a Spire Tracer. They're both gone. Okay. Well, we are completely exhausted. I could play a swing web kick. I like to get out surveillance team though with that double. So actually, we leave Vulture because he has a scheme stat of 1. We could play surveillance team, play Mockingbird, get a stun on Klaw, and that we just let this go. Yeah, it goes up to 3. If he gets a boost of 0, he won't flip it. I could try to prevent it if I wanted to, but I think I want to just let it go here, guys. We could also for Justice and then play Mockingbird. If we do that, we clear up High Robbery. we clear off. Actually, we're gonna afford Justice because I don't know what that card is. I want to get that card back. So we're gonna use a double resource here. We're paying for a Justice card. Declare it, it doesn't matter. So we're gonna play for Justice here. Here, action Thwart, remove 3 from a scheme. We'll clear off the highway robbery here. All right. So this discarded, and then what card did we get? Ooh, the Helicarrier. That's probably like the best card in my hand, right? I don't think we can Helicarrier and Mockingbird here. So I think I just Helicarried. We just go super greed. Yeah. All right, let's flip down to Alter Ego. We're going to use Sign to generate a mental resource. This would be 2 more resources for a total of 3. So we can play the Helicarrier. So now we exhausted. We're going to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. Let's exhaust and May because we're in Alter Ego now to heal 4. Bring us up to 6 life. And that's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. Yeah, I should be able to get going here after this Alter Ego flip. Drawing back up to 4. Ooh, there's our back flips, but a little bit too late. Wait, drawing back up to 6, I mean. Did I say 4? That's weird. All right, Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme because we're in Alter Ego. Scheme with a base of 2. Boost here is 2, so he schemes for 4. That's going to advance the main scheme here because it hits over 6. When that happens, we get this main scheme. One of you discard from the counter deck until you get a minion. Put it into play, engage with you. We got one right away. We got Whirlwind here. Whenever he attacks you, also resolve his attack against each other hero. But since we're doing True Soul, that won't come into effect here. And this one hits 8, we lose the game. So this is where we got to be more careful. Both minions will scheme for 1 each, so the main goes up to 2 out of 8. And then we get an encounter card. Even if it's an advance, we'll live it, because the boost here is going to be 3. Oh, Eviction Notice. Okay, this is actually not good to get right now. You may flip to Alter Ego form. We're already in Alter Ego. Choose one. We're pick the one to exhaust Peter Parker to remove this card from the game. All right, back over to our turn. Let's Aunt May here to heal 4. Bring some 6 up to 10, or full life. And man, I gotta take out these minions here. I really want to play the Avengers Mansion. Scientist. I don't think I can play Mansion here. Yeah, we gotta up the tempo right now. Okay, let's get Mockingbird down though to get a stun. So we're gonna use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card. Play 1. Mockingbird is 2 costs. Scientist generates a mental resource. And choose a resource. Wait. If I use a resource here, I could try to hold on to the mansion. Let's check real quick. How many more doubles do we got left in the deck? We still have the energy. Okay, so what we're doing here, we said Helicarrier Scientist, so we need 1 more resource right here to play Mockingbird. Whenever she enters play, stun enemy. Let's stun Klaw. Okay, so Klaw stunned here. Oh man, we could have taken out Vulture. We didn't get exhausted there with the eviction notice. Wait, no, I'm playing Swing Web Kick here. I think I take out Whirlwind. Yeah, because he has more life. Let's flip up to hero form. Then we're going to use Web Shooters, remove a counter, generates a wall resource. This would be 2 more resources for a total of 3. So we can play Swing Web Kick. Here, I should attack, do 8 to enemy. Let's take out Whirlwind here in this shot. You know, he has less attack than Vulture. All right, and then Mockingbird is going to, let's thwart 1 and finally clear out the defense network. So that scheme is defeated. Mockingbird takes a consequential damage. And then Black Cat is going to exhaust and swing for 1 on Vulture. She doesn't take constant damage for attacking, only thwarting. That's going to turn. Let's right back up. And then we'll draw back up to 5 here. Hopefully getting a double. We got the other backflip. I might just play. Ooh, we got the double. I might just play on a Vulture, but we'll see. Okay, Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 3 threat. He is going to attack us. He's stunned. He doesn't trigger the Spire Sense here because he never attacked. Vulture's hitting us for 3. I think I backflip here. If Claw gets an attack, we just fend with the ally. Because there's no guarantee that he's going to get an attack. So we'll backflip the damage from Vulture and take no damage. And then encounter card is Sweeping Swoop. Oh no! Stun your hero. If Vulture's in play, he is in play. His card gains Surge. I should have taken out Vulture. Weapons Runner, he also has Surge. Claw going on Surge Fest. I think that was a huge mistake by taking out the other guy. Master Mayhem. Each Masters of Evil. Oh, I definitely should have taken him out. Each Masters of Evil minion attacks a hero it's engaged with. If no attacks were made, searching and counter and discard pile for a Masters of Evil minion. We're going to get Whirlwind back from discard pile and put it in play engage with you. Okay. Guys, the biggest mistake there was not taking out Vulture, because now I'm stunned on top of all of this. Okay, let's back over to our turn. Oh boy. Okay, let me see here. think I get out Daredevil. Okay, we're gonna exhaust a Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. And then we'll do 3 resources here to play Daredevil. Daredevil is going to thwart for 2 from the main, drop it down to 1. His ability will do 1 damage to enemy after he thwarts. Let's do damage on Vulture. Then Daredevil takes a consequential damage. Alright, Black Cat's going to swing for 1. Mockingbird swing for 1. 2 more damage, takes out the Vulture. Consequential damage going on Mockingbird, none on Black Cat. Alright, we're just going to attack here. Let's get rid of the stun. We're going to end our turn. Let's right back up. A little bit unfortunate there. That's okay. Let's drop back up to 5. Ooh, we got Nick. Okay. Klaw's turn, he's going to add 1 to the man. I probably should just throw away the mansion instead of being so greedy with it. He's going to attack us with Trigger Spire Sense here. Draw a card. We're going to block with Mockingbird. Hit with a base of 1, 2 boost cards. Just 3, plus the 1 is 4 damage. Takes out Mockingbird. Alright. And then the minions will attack us here. We just take all 3 damage. We'll drop from 10 down to 7. And we could dealt 1 face down counter card. Gank up the villain and each minion engaged will attack. We don't have the enhanced Spire Sense, do we? Oh boy. Okay. So Claw's gonna hit us here. We'll trigger our Spire Sense. We can draw a card. We're gonna block this with Black Cat. This thing with a base of 1 gets 2 boosts. 1, 2, 3. So just 3 damage here, takes out Black Cat. And Gank up will trigger the attacks from both the minions here. Do I need my basic activation? Kind of want it. No, we just defend. Okay, we're going to defend Whirlwind's attack. And then we'll take the 1 damage from the Weapons Runner. Drop us down to 6. Alright, that resolves the gang up. Oof, big gang up there. Alright, back over to our turn here. We have 2 cards left in the deck. It's not exactly what I like seeing there. If I mention and I draw a card, can I nick? 1, 2, yeah. I want to get the stuff back into the shuffle as well. So we nick to take out Whirlwind. Daredevil takes out that guy. Man goes up to 3. The Klaw schemes and gets a boost of 3. That could be bad though. I think we just go for it though. I need to get this mansion out. We'll do 4 resources right here so we can play the Avengers Mansion. We're going to exhaust the mansion to draw a card. Let's do that. Then we're going to exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next shell that we play by 1. So Nick is 3 costs. Web Shooters, exhaust generates a resource. 2 more for a total of 3 in the Helicarrier to play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one and do 4 damage to enemy. Let's hit Whirlwind here for 4. And then I think I should just thwart with Daredevil. So we're going to do Nick Fury swings for 2, takes out Whirlwind. He'll take a consequential damage. And then Daredevil is going to thwart for 2, clear off the main. His ability will deal a damage to a enemy. Let's do it on the Weapons Runner. And that's going to enter turn. And he'll take also damage on me. That'll enter turn. Let's right back up. So we won't get Nick here back into the deck cycle. That's okay. Let's drop back up to 5. We deck out. Get dealt face down and counter card. Shuffle up here. Man, that Vulture turn, guys. Oh, that was so bad. We would be in such a good spot right now if I didn't. That was a huge misplay by leaving the Vulture alive. I gotta remember that when Nemesis set comes out, we gotta take Vulture out right away because all the other cards from Nemesis set do worse effects if Vulture is in play, right? Not all of the cards, but a lot of the cards. So yeah, Vulture just has really good synergy there. Yeah, we're gonna have to take another 1 damage from Weapons Runner, dropping us down to 5. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, guys. Alright. We finally got the Mansion and Helicarrier out though. So I want to flip down to heal with AMA more, but I don't think we can. Let's draw back up to 5 here. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. Claw's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. He's gonna attack us. We're gonna Spider Sense here. Draw a card. We're gonna block with Nick Fury. Give Claw 2 boosts. Ooh, we can flip 1 turn. The boost effect here is to put the weapons on and play engage with you. Claw only does 1 damage on Nick Fury, so he actually lives here. And then, but he's exhausted, so he can't defend another hit. Both weapons owner will hit Spider-Man, drops from 6 down to 4. Okay, then we get down a kind of card. First one is Sweeping Swoop, stun your hero if Vulture's in play. This card gains Surge. Vulture's not in play, no surging. Ooh. Last encounter card is Tiger Shark. Whenever he attacks, give him a tough stats card. Okay, so nothing going on there. He has 1 scheme, 3 attack. Okay, let's check here. Both advanced are gone. Yep, that means we have a short window to flip while there's still 5 cards in counter deck. So this is the turn that we flip. I forgot to say, if Nick Fury is in play at the end of the round, he gets this card. So okay, it's good that we have this window right here because I'm gonna flip down, get some recovery with Aunt May. Let's Mansion, draw a card. And what do we do here, guys? We got the double. We want to attack, get rid of the stun. Then what's our damage here? We don't have a lot of damage actually. We definitely want to take out. Oh yeah, because these guys all scheme, but he only has one scheme, so that's okay. So we just want to take out both weapons runners here. Probably get the Spire Tracer to Tiger Shark. And then we interrogation room for sure. I think we let Daredevil go here. I'd like to get a first aid, but we're not getting it. So Daredevil takes out the weapons runner. We interrogation room. And then, ooh, no, it's not really good use because I want a haymaker. Okay, let me see. If this goes up, this is 0, goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he gets a boost of 3, yeah, I had to give Daredevil up here. And I had the haymaker a weapons runner. Oh, it feels bad. Okay, let's see here. So I have the haymaker a weapons runner. Daredevil is gonna thwart, take out the other weapons runner because I can't let them scheme for 1. And then with the rest of our cards here, I want to get out as much stuff as possible. Thing is, we're gonna draw the backflips now. So I can hold on to webbed up. Now I'll actually play the Spire Tracer and Interrogation Room. Is that the play? We have extra economy though. What if I do webbed up here? I could play Spire Tracer and then we just don't play Interrogation Room. Yeah, let's do that. We do a double here to play Haymaker. Here action attack, do 3 to enemy. We'll take out this weapons runner right here. Daredevil is gonna thwart for 2, clear off the main. This is a response will trigger before he takes consequential damage. D1 damage to enemy, takes this guy out, and then he'll take the consequential damage now. Those weapons runners are nasty. Then we're going to use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next play by 1. So webbed up is 3 cost, 3 resources. We're going to play it, attach this to an enemy, give us a Klaw when he would attack with his card instead, and then he's stunned. Then we're flipping down to Alter Ego. Use Sign to generate mental resource to play Spire Tracer attached to the Tiger Shark. And we're going to exhaust AMA, heals by 4, brings from 4 back up to 8. So this would definitely be our last flip this game while we're safe here with no advances. Let's end our turn, ready back up. So I'm glad we're able to get a recovery turn here. 6. First aid. I wanted that for Daredevil. All right. So Claw's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme because we're an Artigo with a base of 2. Gets a boost here of 2. So he schemes for 4. Man goes up to 5. And the Tiger Shark will scheme for 1. So man goes up to 6. Then he's going to deal with an encounter card, which is Vulture's Plane. Discard 1 card at random from each player's hand. And place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different resource type discarded this way. Fortunately, all of our cards only have 1 resource type. So this will go up to 7. But it was calculated because there's no way for him to hit 8 there. Even if this was under fire, he doesn't have, 2 cards in that encounter deck. Whoops, oh crap, I saw what it was. Let's shuffle more here. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Random card is going to be, it's the same card, I think, for Justice. All right, that resolves this. No, we added 1 threat to the main. So we almost lost there, guys, but we're good to go. All right, back over to our turn. Let's animate before I forget. Heal back up to our full life of 10 because she heals it by 4. Let's mansion, draw a card, see our options. And, we can put both Spire Tracers on this guy. Let's use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card play by 1. Sign to generate a mental resource to play Black Cat. Force response when she enters play. Top 2 cards, we discard it. We add each mana to our hand, which is Swing Web Kick. Discard the 4 Justice here. All right. So, yeah, I think we just pop off here. Play that. And then use it. Yeah, okay. So we're going to use a resource here. Play Web Shooter. So now we got another copy of our Web Shooters down. This one also will be readied up with 3 web counters. So the web fluid is all good on this one. This one's almost out of web fluid. And then we're going to flip up to hero form. we're going to use a web shooter. This one, remove a counter, generates a wild resource, attach a second spy tracer to target shark. We can attach 2 to 1 minion. There's no limit for 1 per minion. And then we're gonna do. I forgot. After he attacks, we give him a tough stats card. He didn't attack. He schemed, so he doesn't get that tough. Then we'll do 3 resources here to play swing web kick. Here, I should attack, do 8 damage to enemy, knock out tiger shark, trigger both spire tracers here, remove 3 of them from a scheme for each one. That's 6 threat. Drops the main from 7 down to 1. All right. Then easy here. Black Cat swings 1, Spider-Man swings 2, 3 damage, brings Klaw down to 15. No one takes constant damage there, and that's gonna turn us right back up. That's our first damage in this game, isn't it? All right, we're gonna draw back up to 5 here. We got enhanced Spire Sense, which is good to see. All right, Klaw's turn. He adds 1 to the main. He doesn't attack us. He does not trigger Spire Sense because he doesn't attack with the webbed up. We discard this instead, and then Klaw is now stunned. He's gonna deal us 1 encounter card, which is Masters of Mayhem. Each Masters of Evil minion engaged with you attacks. If no attacks were made, we search the encounter and discard power for Masters of Evil minion. I kind of want to just cancel it here. Yeah, because I don't have damage in hand. We don't have a swing web kick. So we're going to use a resource here. So we can play Enhanced Fire Sense, cancel one of the effects of the Treachery. So just bypassing that there. All right. And then back over to our turn. Let's Mansion. Draw a card. Got another webbed up, but he's stunned here anyway. So we do this. We can play Jessica Jones. Yeah, let's use a double resource here when paying for Justice card. This will be another resource, so we can play Jessica Jones. And then we're going to Helicarrier to reduce the cost of Surveillance Team down to 1. Use this web shooter here, remove a counter to play it. So for a Surveillance Team, we can exhaust it and remove a counter to remove 1 threat from a scheme. So this will come with 3 counters. Let's exhaust, remove counter, so it's only going to be 2 now. We'll take a threat off the main there. All right, and then we're going to swing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on Klaw. Brings them down to 10. And then Jessica Jones takes the consequent damage. None for a Black Cat. And their turn, let's right back up. So we're just waiting now for some swinging web kicks. Drawing back up to 5 here. Ooh, tenacity. Back. Ooh, okay. Okay. I don't think we have to kill though, but I think we're close. Klaw's turn is gonna add 1 to the main. He attacks. He's stunned. Nothing happens there. Then we get 1 face down counter card, which is a Master Evil. Ooh, I'm gonna have to potentially swing web kick that. All right. So we get Melcher. We must defend his attack with the ally if able. Okay, back to our turn. Let's Mansion, draw a card. We definitely want to swing web kick here. So let's do Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. And we'll do 2 resources here. So we can play swing web kick. And we're going to hit Klaw here for 8. Melcher does not have guards, so we just go straight for Klaw. Brings it down to 2 life. All right, then let's do Jessica Jones swings for 2. Brings him down to 0. We're going to flip Klaw over to his 3rd and final stage here. He's going to have 22 more life. If we defeat him, we win. He has toughness. When Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for the activation. So same effect as before. 22 life and toughness. And then Jessica Jones takes a consequential damage. Okay. Do we have enough for Melcher? I don't think we do. Yeah, I think we go for... We take Melcher out here, I think. And then the question after that is, do I hold on to a backflip or Mockingbird? I think we hold on to Mockingbird here. Backflip prevents this. Are we decking out? We are decking out. Do we have another backflip in our deck actually? Okay, never mind. We're drawing our backflip. So okay, we're hold on to Mockingbird. We're gonna double web shooter here. Move both counters so they both get discarded back into a new deck pass. This would be a 3rd resource to play swing web kick. Do 8 damage to enemy, taking out Melcher. I don't want to take his 3 damage every single turn. And now everything goes back into our shuffle, which is good. Let's move everything a little bit over here. Then we'll do Black Cat swings for 1, knock out the tough from Klaw. We have a Surveillance Team, but since we have 2 Thor with Horror Intuition, let's just clear off the main here. Because now the advanced are coming back, so I want to just be careful about that. Let's get in our turn, let's right back up. And then we'll draw back up to 5. Hold on to Mockingbird. 5 there. Okay, and there's a backflip. Claw's turn, he's gonna add 1 to the main. He attacks us, we're gonna trigger Spider Sense, so we draw a card. We deck out, so we immediately get a face down counter card first. And then Klaw decks out, so he gets a permanent that we're stuck into the main scheme. And we're gonna give him 2 boost cards for this attack here. And we got shuffle our play deck as well. Everything decked out at the same time. So all we gotta do is bring him down to 0. And that will be Klaw. Sesame is chilling next to me here, so no more noise from her. It's always good to see. Alright, so Klaw's attacking. Oh wait, I gotta do my deck, dang it. Alright, so Klaw is still attacking us here. And he is going to get 2 boost cards. We're going to take the hit to the face because we have a backflip in our hand. And we can see what the boost icons are. Because if the boost icons are low, then it's okay. We don't have to really do anything. If they're high, then we backflip it. And that is the game plan here for this turn. Alright, 1. Oh no! Okay. If this activation deals damage to a friendly character, stun the character who was running in play engaged with you. Dang it! Alright, these are the worst. Okay, so we're not gonna backflip it, even though I could prevent the stun. Actually, he has 2 attack. Let's play a backflip. So when we take damage, we can prevent all of it jumping out of the way. So only blocking out 2 damage. But he comes into play, and then we would get stunned if we took damage. Wait, no. If this activation deals damage to a friendly character, backflip prevents damage taken, not damage dealt. So we're not gonna play it. We're just gonna take the 2 damage here, and then we get stunned with the sweeping swoop. So we drop down to 8. It's a little bit unfortunate. He's going to hit us now for 1, bring us down to 7. So we still have backflip at least in hand. Deals in counter card, total 2. First one is Sound Body. Attach a Claw. He has Retaliate 1. As a hero action, we spend 1 of each resource type to discard it. Last encounter card is, ooh, he got another attachment here. Attach a Claw. He has +1 attack. After he attacks and damages the character, stun that character. Hero action, spend 1 of each resource type to discard it. All right, back over to our turn, guys. Oof. I don't know. I want to get rid of it here. Let's Mansion. Draw a card. Because we're like kind of getting close to the end game. I just need swing web kicks. Let's do what we do here. Let's attack to get rid of the stun. I mean, I have nothing to do. I might as well get rid of that stuff. After he attacks and damages the character, that character, I'm not gonna let him damage me. So we're chilling with that. We want to play Mockingbird. So let's use the helicarrier to reduce the cost of next helicarrier by 1. So Mockingbird's 2 costs, double to get her in play. She'll stun Klaw. And then she'll be readied up here. Hold on to enhance Spider Sense, I think. And I kind of want to hold on to backflip here as well. So I could just play the surveillance team. Yeah, we'll do 2 reasons here, play this surveillance team. So now we got 2 copies down, and this one's going to have 3 snoop counters. Full amount there. Let's go ahead and exhaust and remove a counter, and we'll take a threat off the main. Okay, and then here, oh, so I ended up not doing that. That's fine. We're going to have Black Cat swing for 1, Mockingbird swings for 1. We'll take out the weapons runner. No consequence for Black Cat, 1 for Mockingbird. All right, let's ready back up. And we'll draw back up to 5. Hold on to this. This is in case we get another activation. Even though the Enhanced Spider Sense could cancel it, that's all right. Claw's turn. Wait, what is that? That is a ready token, guys. It's not a stun. You should have this for Mockingbird. He's going to add 2 to the main. He's going to attack us. He's stunned. We don't trigger Spider Sense because the attack never went through. And then we get 1 encounter card, which is Vulture's playing. This card, 1 card at random for each player's hand. Then add a threat on the main scheme for each different resource type. Do I want to discard a card? Yeah, it's fine. I would preferably like to play the webbed up here. So that's kind of the only card that I don't want to discard. But I don't want to lose a resource and play Enhanced Spider Sense in order to... Actually, wait. If we play Enhanced Spider Sense... no, we're going to cancel it because I use everything else to play the webbed up. Yeah, right, never mind. So the one of you effects, we're just going to cancel it. Use a resource, and then Enhanced Spider Sense will cancel the one of you effects there. I just wanted to... let's use this as the resource for Enhanced Spider Sense. Okay, so we cancel one of the effects there so we don't discard a card. Back over to our turn. Let's Mansion. Draw a card. Ooh, Daredevil. I would love him thwarting here every turn, but we have this going on. So let's just webbed up here. We'll do Helicarrier to reduce the cost of necessarily play by 1. Webbed up's 3 costs, 3 resources. Play it. Attach the Claw. And then whenever he would attack, we discard that instead. We're gonna do, let's do double surveillance team. Remove a counter from each one. Let's clear off the man and you keep that low. We'll swing for 2 on Klaw. Brings down to 20. He's gonna retaliate, hit us back for 1. We drop down to 6. Black Cat's gonna swing for 1, brings him down to 19. He'll retaliate, do 1 on Black Cat. Brings her down to 1 life. And then I think we just call it there. Yeah, let's ready back up. And we'll draw back up to our hand size of 5 in hero form. Still looking for, ooh, swing web kick. Swinging web kick, I mean. Alright, it is Klaw's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. He attacks, we discard this instead, and then stun him. Just tons of stun from Spider-Man, webbing up the villain. Then he's going to deal his 1 encounter card. It is Highway Robbery. Oh no. 3 threat there. Random card again from her hand. The Vulture shenanigans are going crazy. What do I want to lose, guys? I don't even know. I mean, I don't want to lose anything. Alright, we're losing this card. Don't know what it is. And back over to our turn. What do we get? Okay, we still have these guys. Let's mention draw card. So there's 2 side skins in play, which means Jessica Jones has +1 thwart. Let's go ahead and have her thwart for 2 from Highway Robbery. Drop it down to 1 threat. She'll take a console damage and get knocked out. And then I do have the first aid, but that's okay. Let's Mockingbird thwart for 1 from Highway Robbery. Clear it off. She'll take console damage. This is defeated. We get this back to hand. Well, there's a first aid. Okay. Then. Uh-oh. Sesame's here. At the couch. That's her whining. You guys hear that? Let me see. We still got the thing on Klaw. Do I just keep taking damage? I want to play Daredevil here, actually. If I do Daredevil here. Yeah, okay. We're going to do Resource. Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next helicopter by 1. Let's get the web shooters down. With 3 counters, we'll exhaust and remove counters, so there's only 2 left here to generate a resource. So we need 3 more resources for Daredevil. We'll do 3 here, I think. Yeah, we'll do 3 there and play Daredevil. Daredevil is going to thwart, clear off the main, deals a damage with his ability to Klaw. That's non-attack, so we won't take the retaliate from there. Daredevil will take 1 consequential damage. We'll swing in for 2 again, brings from 18 down to 16. He'll take or he'll retaliate again, brings it down to 5. And that's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. And then we'll draw back up to 5 cards here. Alright, Klaw's turn, adding 2 to the main. He attacks us, he's stunned, nothing else happens there. Get an encounter card. Shadow of the Past. Review your set-aside Nemesis minion and your set-aside Nemesis side scheme. None of it is set aside anymore, so they don't enter play, but this card will surge if that happens. So it's going to surge here. And we got Defense Network with a Crisis. When review, place an additional 1 threat on there, so it's going to have 3 threat and a Crisis, so we cannot remove threat from the main while that one's in play. Okay, yeah, we don't have the damage here. Let's mention draw card. Haymaker would be good. No Haymaker there. I'm taking so much Retaliate, but I think it's fine. We just keep on doing that. But the backflip just in case. We can do 1, 2, we can do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we'll have to kill him next turn. Daredevil is going to throw for 2 from Defense Network. He'll ping a damage on Klaw. No retaliate from that. He'll take a consequential damage though. And then let's Surveillance Team remove a counter. So this one's gone. Clear off the Defense Network. And the Surveillance Team is discarded. Alright. Then we're going to, I think we just, yeah, we hold into back a little. We'll do 3 resources here. Play Swing Web Kick. 8 damage on Klaw. Brings from 15 down to 7. He's going to retaliate, hit his back for 1. Drop us down to 4. I probably should have just got rid of one of those. I don't know why I'm holding on to those so long. And then we're going to swing for 2. Bring him down to 5. And then he's going to retaliate again. We drop all the way down 3 life, guys. Pretty scary there, but we got the backflip. So I'm feeling okay. And then I think that's it there, right? Yeah, that's it. Let's ready back up. So we can just basically target everyone next turn. Let's discard that, draw back up to 5. There's Swing Web Kick. Alright, Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. We need to remove threat. We're going to surveillance team before our turn ends. Should not change anything, but take a threat off the main. And we'll also have Mockingbird door for 1 to clear off the main. She'll get this card as well. Yeah, we need to do that because we didn't activate with Mockingbird or exhaust surveillance team. Get that back down 0. Okay, Claw's turn now. He's going to add 2 to the main because of the acceleration. He's going to attack us, so trigger Spire Sense. We'll take the hit because we have backflip. He gets 2 boost cards. If his activation deals damage to exhaust hero, we do get a damage dealt, so we get exhausted. It's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage on Spider-Man, but we can play a backflip. When you would take a damage, prevent all of it. So even though he deals 4 damage, we won't take any of it. This one says after Claw attacks and damages the character on that character, he didn't damage us, so we don't get stunned with that, but we get exhausted with the Sonic Boom. Alright, so that resolves the attack. We take no damage. Encounter card is Master of Mayhem. If there are no Masters of Evil minion, we find one from the encounter or discard pile and put it into play engage with you, but it won't activate. So let's just get Whirlwind here. We don't need to shuffle because we're just going to kill Claw here. Alright, and then back over to our turn. We'll just do 3 resources right here to play Swing Web Kick. Deals 8 damage here on Claw. Minions not have guards, so we ignore him, and that will bring him from 5 down to 0. It took a little bit longer than I wanted because we just didn't draw Swing Web Kicks there. But yeah, alright guys. That is the second scenario of the core set, Claw on expert mode. Alright guys, we are setting up the final villain here in the core set. We have expert Ultron. Let's shuffle up the encounter deck here, and we'll also get the main team stage 1A here set up. So for setup, it says to put the Ultron Jones environment in play, so we have that right here. And then we shuffle the encounter deck and advance the main scheme to stage 1B. Ultron Drone says each face down drone minion engaged with the player has a base scheme 1, base attack of 1, and base hit points of 1. And as a force response, after a face down drone is defeated, we place that card in its owner's discard pile. So basically, we get our player cards turned into drone minions, and then we have to take them out, and they'll just go back into our discard pile. And that's how Ultron works here. So let's shuffle up our player deck. We're going to be an Alter Ego right here. And then let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B here. Man, I just moved everything. Right? I think we're all good. Yeah, we're good there. And then there's a 1 review here for main scheme stage 1B. This is whenever it's reviewed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play, face down, engage with them as a drone minion. And this will happen before we do our mulligans here. So hopefully we don't lose like Aunt May or like the Avengers Mansion or the Helicarrier. Remember, if we're not doing the Precon deck, guys, we definitely want more copies of the Mansion and Helicarrier, even though we can only have 1 in play. It's just nice to have multiple copies in case one of them like gets discarded or becomes a drone minion here. Okay, so we're going to get the top card of our deck as a drone minion right here. So it's going to be a minion with 1 scheme, 1 attack, and 1 hit point. And then, yeah, and then one to know here with the main scheme, there's only 3 per player threat there before it flips, but there are 3 main schemes, so we have some breathing room there. Let's draw up to our hands here of 6 in Alter Ego. Let's see what we get. Okay, we got a double and a backflip. Let's see, Black Cat's good here, 5. Okay, so Black Cat's kind of the only thing that we want. I don't think we need a Spartius here yet. Let's mulligan 3 cards, and then we'll draw 3 more back up to 6. Hopefully we can get like the Helicarrier or the Mansion out. We weren't able to get him out. Okay, so let's go and get started here. I think we want to... Do you want to use this double? I also want to use Scientist. I think we use a double first. So we're going to use a double resource here so we can play Black Cat. She's a 2-cost ally. Force response, after you play Black Cat, discard top 2 cards of your deck. Add each card with the printed mental to your hand. They're both mental resources here, so we get 2 more resources to your hand. That is crazy value from Black Cat right here. So we have a lot of economy here. So I got to save the backflip, I think. Man, I want to get Jessica Jones. I can use Scientist for that. And I had to throw away everything else. So I think I hold on to the enhanced Spider Sense. I like to play like the Surveillance team or something else as well. But the allies here is just so valuable. We could also Great Responsibility a threat. But we lose a resource next turn. So I could... I don't think we hold on to anything here though, actually. I could like, you know, spend the backflip. If I do that, I could get down Surveillance team and Jessica Jones. Backflip's so good though. Let's just first have Black Cat swing for 1. We'll take out this drone minion. She does not take constant damage when she attacks. As usual. Oh, we lost a double there. It's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, I think I go ahead and play Jessica Jones here. So let's use Sign to generate a mental resource. This would be 2 more resources for a total of 3. So we can play Jessica Jones. So we got another ally in play. And then let's go ahead and flip up here to hero form. The question here is, do I want to play this surveillance team? I don't think we do. Let's hold off here because this backflip is going to put in a lot of work for Spider-Man. Let's go ahead and swing for 2 on Ultron. That went from 22 down to 20. And then Jessica Jones will swing in for another 2. Here's from 20 down to 18, doing a lot of damage here. Jessica Jones will take a consequential damage for attacking. And that's going to turn. Do I hold on to this? Let's discard surveillance team and we'll draw back up to 5. We're holding on to these 2 cards. Still digging for Helicarrier or Mansion. Okay, Mansion is right here. So may try to play that this next turn. Okay, we're going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We don't have 1 more double in the deck, so there's going to be a low chance of us drawing that. Alright, so Ultron, so he's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. Then he is going to attack us. He has a force interrupt, so it happens before our regular interrupt. Whenever Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your deck into play. Face down, engage with you as a drone minion. And until then attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with you. So he's hitting with a base of 3 here. We'll now trigger Spire Sense when the villain initiates an attack, draw a card. Oh, the double would have been nice. Okay, so Ultron's hitting with a base of 3. Let's take the hit to the face. Here's the boost card. The boost is to choose either spend an energy resource or put the top card of your deck into play, face down, engage with you as a drone minion. Let's spend the energy resource right here, so we don't have to do that. And then we don't get a drone minion, so he's only doing 3 damage. Let's take the hit here. We're going to take 3 damage, drop from 10 down to 7. The drone's going to hit us for 1. We'll take it, drop down to 6. And then we get dealt 1 face down counter card here, which we can cancel. Is a treachery. Ooh, I should have exhausted defend there. So with the enhanced Spire Sense, if I cancel this, it only cancels the 1 reviewed effects. It's still going to surge, so we'll just take it. So it's going to 1 reviewed exhaust your identity, and it's going to surge here. So we get another encounter card. So that's a rough card to get here. We got side scheme. Whenever it's reviewed, each player chooses either place 2 more threat on there or do 3 damage to their hero. We're at 6 life, guys. We can't backflip out of that. I probably just spend this whole hand to play a mansion because I really want to get that down. If I do that, do I want to flip down here? Jessica Jones can Thor for 2. We're gonna let's take the 3 damage. We're not in a good position right now to do thwarting, so it's still way too early. So we'll take 3 damage, drop down 3 life. Pretty scary, but we have allies to block for us. So this side scheme will only come with 3 threat and a crisis, so we can't remove threat from the main while that side scheme is in play. Okay, back over to our turn. Now we want to get the other backflip. Let's use 4 resources here so we can play Avengers Mansion. And we can exhaust the mansion to draw a card. Okay, not a backflip. Then we're going to have Black Cat, of course, swing for 1, take out the drone. Another interrogation room. No consequential damage for her. Jessica Jones will Thor for 2 because she gets +1 Thor for each side scheme. So she'll drop this side scheme down to 1 threat there. And then she'll take consequential damage. So we can't just block here with Jessica Jones. That's going to turn. Let's ready back up. And we'll draw back up to 5. Let's discard the swing web kick because I want a backflip. And dig for the backflip. Ooh, Spire Tracer is going to help us out a little. Actually, not that much. Maybe a little bit. We play Mockingbird. We can play Spire Tracer as well here. Okay, Ultron's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 2 threat. Then he's going to attack us. He'll trigger his Force Interrupt first. Gets a drone minion. Then we'll trigger our Force or our non-Force Interrupt Spire since we can draw a card. I'm really hoping AMA is in turn here because we need AMA to not be a drone. So Ultron's attacking us right now. We got blocked with Jessica Jones. Yeah, she'll exhaust to defend. He's in with a base of 3. Here's the boost. Ultron heals 1 damage for each drone may engage with you. So he's going to heal 1 damage because there's 1 drone, goes up to 19. And the boost is 1, 2, 3, 4 because he gets an additional attack for a drone. So 4 damage takes out Jessica Jones. The drone minion is going to hit us here for 1. We draw down 2 life. Very scary. And we get a face down counter card. Swarm attack. Each drone may engage with the hero attack. So this drone will just hit us here for 1. We'll just take it. Or do I defend? No, let's just take it. Oh man, 1 life. Oof. Do we defend, guys? We could also block with Black Cat. Because then she'll ready back up. We don't necessarily need her activation here. Let me see. I'll need to take out the drone. What are we doing? Let's see. If we mansion, we'll have another card in our hand. So I will want to surveillance team and Mockingbird. If we do that, we could thwart this. Black Cat attacks that. Oh, I'm gonna take the damage here. Oh man, but if I take the damage, he has concussive blast in the deck, which could just kill us. We have one enhanced fire sense. Oh, both enhanced fire sense are gone. Pretty scary. Okay, I think we gotta be wary about that. So we're gonna defend here with Black Cat. So she'll take the 1 damage from Drone Min. Drop down to 1 health, and it's back over to our turn, and she won't be ready. So let's mansion, draw a card, and we got the other Heroic Intuition. We'll do 3 resources here, and we're gonna play Mockingbird. Whenever she enters play, stun enemy. Let's stun Ultron. Get him stunned here. And then we'll use 2 resources here to play Surveillance Team. So 2 cost support comes in with the 3 Snoop counters, and we can exhaust and remove a counter to remove a threat from the scheme. Let's go and do that. So exhausted here, remove this counter to take a threat off under attack. Killing this side scheme here. Then Spider-Man's gonna swing for 2. Let's take out the drone. Okay, not AMA, feeling good. And then Mockingbird's going to Thor for 1 from the main. Let's keep that not popping. She'll take a consequent damage, and that's gonna end her turn. Let's ready back up. Hopefully draw a backflip or Aunt May. Draw back up to 5 here. Ooh, we got Aunt May. Okay. Oof. I'm so glad we got Aunt May there, guys. So Concussive Blast won't kill us because we have 2 life here. Okay, so Ultron's turn is gonna add 1 to the main. He's going to attack, but he's stunned this time, so activation won't go through. He won't trigger his Force Interrupt. We won't trigger his Fire Sense either. So we just discard that stun status. All right, here we go. Encounter card is an Assault. The villain attacks you. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to get a Drone Min with his Force Interrupt. We'll trigger Fire Sense, draw a card, backflip, black flip. Okay, not a backflip. So he's attacking us here. I think I block with Mockingbird because if we get Concussive Blast and we block with Black Cat, we die. Thing is, if I play Nick, though, Aunt May is not going to be that good on that turn. I could Helicarrier and just flip down. I think we block here with Mockingbird. So Mockingbird defend. Here is the boost for Ultron. Hitting with the base of 3. Gets a boost of 1. 4 damage. Takes out Mockingbird. And the drone will not activate here because it's not the activation step. So that resolves the attack. Alright, and then it's back over to our turn. Okay, let's mansion. Draw a card. Okay. Let me think here. So I think I'm going to flip down here. We're going to let this go. So Black Cat will swing for 1. We'll take out the drone. Ooh, the backflip. And then we're going to Thor for 1 the main, so we can let Ultron pop it himself. And then I think it's worth a flip here to get the Helicarrier down. We'll also probably keep Nick in hand, but then we'll deck out with him, not in the deck pass, which also feels bad. Is there anything else we can build out? No, we can't really build out anymore here, huh? Because we don't need Nick on a flip down type of turn. I wish I had like another surveillance team or something. Because I don't need Nick to block, right? So we don't necessarily need him here. I feel like I would. Do I want him going off on next turn, and he won't be in the next step pass? Yeah, I think that's worth it to have him in alter ego and he'll flip up and have a strong turn. Okay, yeah. So it's unfortunate that we got him there at the bottom deck pass, but I think it's okay. So let's see. We can play Helicarrier into Aunt May. Use Scientist to first aid Black Cat. I think is a play there. We just want to keep her nice and healthy in case we get a concussive blast. Yeah, so we're not going to surveillance him. Let's flip down to alter ego. We're going to use Scientist to generate a mental resource to play first aid. Heal 2 damage to any character. Let's heal Black Cat for 2. So she's back to full health here. Then we'll do 3 resources here. So we can play our Helicarrier. So we got our economy set up. We'd exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card to play by 1. Let's play Aunt May here. And then Aunt May, you guys know what she does. She's going to exhaust and heal 4 damage from us because we're an alter ego. So that'll bring us from 2 up to 6 life. Alright, so even if Ultron gets a scheme activation, he shouldn't be able to pop that next main scheme. Let's end our turn right back up. Holding on to Nick Fury, drawing up to 6 here. I have a double with Nick. Oh, we got a web shooter. I think we have another web shooter in the deck. Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. So we should be able to play both web shooters down, and then we'll get a huge economy boost here. Alright, Ultron's turn is going to add 1 to the main. We're in alter ego, so he's going to scheme instead of attacking. He has no force interrupt whenever he's scheming, only whenever he attacks. So he's going to scheme with a base of 2. Gets a boost here of, ooh, the boost effect is to deal 1 damage to each character you control, which is a little bit unfortunate. So Black Cat will take that damage back. Spider-Man will take a damage as well, drop down to 5. Alright, he's scheming for 2. He's going to pop the main scheme here. So on stage 2A, when reviewed, each player puts a top card of their deck into play, face down, engage with them as a drone main. That will also deck us out. So now we can deal a face down encounter card here for decking out. Advance to stage 2B. 2B has a force response after placing threat here during step 1 of the villain phase. We're already past that because Ultron's scheming here. So it's already step 2 of the villain phase, so we don't do anything for this turn. But for future turns, we have to choose after placing that threat to either put 2 threat there or put the top card into play, engage with us as a drone main. So we either get a drone or put an additional 2 threat on there. Alright, now Ultron's going to deal us an encounter card, so we're actually going to get 2 encounter cards here, which is pretty scary. But I mean, we're pretty good here in Alter Ego with the Nick Fury in hand. So one thing we don't want to draw with Nick is a Mockingbird, because we don't want to stun Ultron and have Nick block the attack, you know? So what we're hoping here is that he doesn't get a scheme activation. If he gets 1, it's okay. If he gets 2, it'd be bad. Alright, so he's going to deal with an encounter card. We have a total of 2 encounter cards here. First one is, that's fine at Vibranium Armor attached to the villain. After he takes damage, give him a tough status card. So we're going to have to get rid of this. The hero action here is exhaust hero and spend 2 physicals to his card. So a pretty hefty cost there, but we can do that. And then Swarm Attack. Each drone engage with your hero attacks. So this drone is engaged with our Alter Ego, not our hero. The semantics are important here. So if no attacks were made, the attack will not be made. Put the top card of your deck into play, engage with you as a drone main. So we get a drone here. And I like to heal Black Cat back up before we get that other concussive blast. Back over to our turn. Let's Aunt May first. Heal 4 damage. Go back up to 9 life, so we're near full health. Let's Mansion, draw a card. Gotta swing Web Kick. Let's use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. Then we'll do 3 resources here, so we can play the now 3 cost Nick Fury. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We'll pick the one and draw 3. He'll give us a huge boost here as the strongest card in our deck. Okay, so I could just get really, really built out here. We can web shooter that Vibranium Armor, play in our surveillance team, and hold on to enhanced Spider Sense. I think that is going to be a really good play for us here. Okay, so first, wait. We haven't used Scientist, have we? We use Helicarrier and 3 for Nick, and we haven't put another card. Ooh, we haven't used Scientist, so that means we can hold up on a web shooter. No, I don't have any more physicals. I got to spend physicals for that. Dang it. Okay. So that means we hold on to a swing Web Kick, because everything else is pretty clean here. Okay. Let's use Sign to generate mental resource so we can play our first web shooters this game. They'll come in with the 3 web counters. And it'll be right up. And then we're going to use a resource here to play our second web shooters. So we're getting the full-on Peter Parker experience here. Coming in with 3 counters. And then we're going to use a double resource here when paying for Justice card to get this second surveillance team down. And this one's come with the 3 full snoop counters, because this one lost 1 earlier. So now we have some thwarting and we get a side scheme. Some on-demand thwarting. Alright, and then we're going to flip up here to hero form. Let's use a hero action here, exhaust your hero, spend 2 physical resources. We can exhaust both web shooters and remove a counter from each one to generate 2 wilds, declare both wilds to be physicals, which will discard the Vibranium Armor. Then Black Cat's going to swing for 1, take out a drone. Nick Fury will swing for 2, take out the other drone. Let's grab both of them here. So Haymaker and Great Responsibility. Consequential damage for Nick Fury, no consequential damage for Black Cat. And we're going to hold on to Enhanced Fire Sense here and swing Web Kick. That will end our turn. Let's ready back up. So I'm glad we didn't get Mockingbird. Hopefully we get her right now. We don't want her at the end of the deck pass so that she can come back through for the next deck pass. Would be great. Let's draw back up to 5 here. Ooh, we have the 2 swing Web Kicks. Oh, we got a lot of allies here. I gotta prioritize playing the allies. Unfortunately, even though I really want to play the swing Web Kicks. Okay, it is Ultron's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. We gotta choose either get a drone main or place 2 more threat on the main. We're gonna pick the one to put 2 more threat. We have threat remover right now because of the surveillance team, so we wanted to go for that option. He's gonna attack us, trigger his force interrupt. We'll trigger Spider Sense and draw a card. Double. Oh, ooh, actually, that is basically a double here for these allies. So he got a drone main. He's attacking us right here. We Spider Sense. We're gonna block with Nick Fury. Hit him with a base of 2 plus 1 is 3. Boost is 3. Okay, so 6 damage there. I'm glad we got that under fire out of the way. Takes out Nick Fury, so he's defeated. Drone hits us for 1. We drop down to 8. and we get one face down counter card. It is a drone factory. Where view, each player puts the top card of their deck into play, engage with you as a drone main, and it plays one threat here for each drone main in play. So it has 4 initial threat plus 2 more, so total of 6 threat there with the acceleration. So pretty high threat there actually, because we don't have a Spider Tracer. All right, back over to our turn. Maybe we can draw a Spider Tracer. Let's mention and draw a card. Ooh, we got a double. Okay, hold up. I think I gotta go for Daredevil though. I would love to get a swing web kick down. Okay, let's first get. I think we go Daredevil first. So we're gonna use 4 resources here when paying for a Justice card because Power Justice is a double, so we can play Daredevil. Okay, Daredevil's ability is he's gonna thwart for 2 from Drone Factory. Drop this from 6 down to 6 down to 4. And his ability is after he thwarts, do 1 damage to an enemy. We're going to do a damage to kill this drone here. Well, hopefully Mockingbird doesn't become a drone. Daredevil will now take a consequence damage. Black Cat will swing for 1. We'll take out the other drone. We'll swing web kick. No damage for Black Cat. And then, what we got going on here? If I play Jessica Jones, she's thwarting for 2. We can't kill, or actually we can surveillance team it. Do I hold on to enhanced Spire sets? I don't think I do here. Because we have 1 more left on the deck, and I don't want to draw into it, so I'd rather just be more efficient with my resources. I don't think we need. I would like to actually get the other swing web kick to hold on to both. I mean, but the thing is, if we can get Mockingbird down, it's gonna be real nice. Let me think. Okay, let's Helicare to reduce the cost of Jessica Jones by 1, so she's only 2 costs here. Let's just save the web shooters. We'll do 2 resources here, so we can play Jessica Jones. So she has +1 thwart for each side scheme play. There's 1 side scheme, so she has 2 thwart. Let's thwart for 2. Drop this down to 2 threat. She would take a cost for damage. And we're going to double surveillance team here. Remove counter for each one. So 2 left on this one, 1 left on this one to take 2 threat off. Kill the drone factory. Side scheme is defeated. And then we're going to. I like to swing. Let's swing for 2 on Ultron. Bring him down to 19. I need to put some damage on him because I want to flip this stage before he keeps on giving us drones. That's going to turn us right back up. So Mockingbird should be soon, or at least a backflip, hopefully. Oh, there's the Spider Tracers. A little bit late with that one. We didn't get either. Okay, we might draw it though with the mansion or Spider sets. Ultron, he's going to add 1 to the main. Okay, here, let me think. If I choose to put 2 more threats at 6, if he gets an advance, whose scheme, we gotta take a drone man. Dang it, it's gonna hopefully not be Mockingbird. So we'll take a drone man with the effect here instead of putting 2 more threat. He's gonna attack us. His force control will get another drone man, and it will draw a card Spider Sense. Backflip. Oof. Okay. I feel like Mockingbird is converted here. So he's hitting with a base of 4. And we block here with Jessica. Dang, where the have we seen a backflip this deck pass? I don't think we have. Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, we're gonna have to block here with Jessica Jones. So she's exhausting here. He's in with a base of 4. Here's a boost 2. So 6 damage takes out Jessica Jones. Both drones will hit us here, so we'll take 2 more damage, bring us from 8 down to 6, and we'll get a face down counter card, which is Shadow of the Past. Okay, so Nemesis coming out here, the Vulture. Man, our Nemesis keeps coming out. Vulture comes into play, Nemesis side scheme, and then let's shuffle these 3 cards into the encounter deck here. So I'm trying to think, do I want to flip here? I don't think I can because of the advances, right? And the Rage of Ultron. My life is willing away here. Everybody's going to hit me. Vulture. Do I swing and web kick the Vulture? Ah, man, that's going to feel bad. I really need to know if Mockingbird is in the deck, or is she a drone? Whoops. Or is she a drone minion? That's kind of the big question here. Alright, I think we're good with the shuffle. And then we get a random card here, losing it from our hand. Goes to Highway Robbery. It's okay because we have 2 Spider Tracers, so it doesn't matter if we lose one of them. Alright, so we're going to lose a random card. And 3 threat on Highway Robbery here. Yeah, I'm not able to play a swing web kicks here. That's going to resolve Shadow of the Past. No, wait. Vulture is going to quick strike us, so he's going to hit us for 3. I have to take it. We'll take it, draw down 3 life. Okay, and it's back over to our turn here. So kind of scary there. Oh, it was a Spider Tracer that the highway robbery took. Okay, so let's mansion draw a card. Come on, Mockingbird. Oof. Okay. Um. Hmm. What do we do here? I have to swing Webkick Vulture, I think. Or else Daredevil. Okay, if we swing with both these guys, we take out Vulture, we clear off highway robbery. But then there's gonna be another drone, which I don't want. Yeah, we swing Webkick Vulture here. Dang it, I don't want to swing Webkick him. I think I do it. Can we play Interrogation Room, Spider Tracer, and swing Webkick? See this, like this, and then we need to use the web shooters. There's nothing for me to want to play an Alter Ego, unfortunately. Do I want Interrogation Room down right now? We can remove one threat from a scheme. We'll take it off the main. Daredevil can thwart two. Yeah, we do need to keep the main scheme pretty low here. So yeah, I think I will use a web shooter. Okay, so, oh wait, actually, we might Spider Tracer again. We may not play it. Okay, let's use a resource here. Actually, let's use Helicarrier first to reduce the cost on next level 1, so we can play Spider Tracer attached to, let's attach to this drone minion actually. And then Black Cat's gonna swing for 1, we'll take out the drone. Oh, it's a backflip. And we'll trigger the Spider Sense here, or Spider Tracer. When attachment is defeated, remove 3 threat from the scheme, we'll clear off the threat from highway robbery. When this side scheme is defeated, we get the card back to our hand, which was a Spider Tracer. And back to our hand here. Okay, Black Cat doesn't take consequential damage. Question is here. I think if I don't think I played Integration. It's just not really a good card at all. Because if we attach the Vulture, we can swing Webkick him, clear up the threat. Daredevil cleans it up, and then we don't have to. Actually, we don't have to use a Web Shooter here. Yeah, so we'll use a resource here. We'll play this Spider Tracer attached to the Vulture this time, and then we'll use 3 resources here. We'll play Swing Webkick, so deal 8 damage to the Vulture. Actually, wait a minute. I have my basic activation. That's fine. We'll still just do 8 damage here to the Vulture. We'll take him out. So we'll trigger this Spider Tracer here, and then we'll move 3 there from the scheme. So it brings the man from 4 down to 1 now. Okay. Then we're gonna have Daredevil. Let's thwart for 2, clean it up. He'll trigger his ability after he thwarts, deal damage to enemy. Takes out. Ooh, no Mockingbird yet, so we're drawing her soon. Daredevil takes a console damage. We're gonna swing for 2 on Ultron. Brings down to 15. I think we take the chance and flip here. I think we do it. There's a low chance that he schemes that out, I think. So we're going to flip down to Alter Ego. We're going to use Anime, heal us 4, brings back up to 7. And this will probably be our last flip here. Because let's say he'll add 1 threat. He'll need to scheme, get a boost of 2, get an advance, and then get a boost of 3. No, get a boost of 2 again. Because he'll have a drone in, yeah. So he'll need double 2 boosters. So hopefully we get a 1 boost if he schemes twice. Alright, yeah, okay, that's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. First aid should be coming back up soon as well. Let's drop back up to 6 here. We got the backflip. Unfortunately, we're in Alter Ego here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we have 2 more cards in the deck. Where's Mockingbird, guys? We need Mockingbird. Okay, it is Ultron's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. Oh man, we gotta choose either add 2 more threat. We gotta get the drone minion here. Oh, it's gonna be. Hopefully, it's not Mockingbird. We're gonna pick the one to get drone minion because it's just less threat that we need. Wait, have we seen Emergency this deck pass? It could be Emergency, which would be nice in our hand. Oh yeah, Emergency is the last card. Emergency and Mockingbird. So hopefully that's Emergency. All right, Ochan's gonna scheme because we're in Artigo with a base of 2. Gets a boost here of, he got a boost of 2. Okay, so he's close on what he needs. So he's scheming for 4. The man goes up to 5. The drone's gonna scheme for 1 now. Goes up to 6, and then no force interrupt there. We get an encounter card now. Okay, nice. We got the Vulture's plans. Okay, that's fine. When reviewed, discard 1 card at random from each player's hand. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different resource type discarded. And we don't have any like doubles that are 2 different resource types, right? The strength is fine. And I don't really mind anything that we lose from our hand here. Even the backflip's okay because we're about to go back up to full life. So I'm hoping this is Mockingbird still because we're going to mansion this up soon. All right, discard a random card. For Justice with the printed energy, so 1 threat to the main, that resolves that. Okay, back over to our turn. Let's Anime heal back up to full life here. She's gonna heal us by 4. And don't think we mentioned yet. Let's see what we got in our hand first. backflip. Do I want to toss a backflip here? No, I for sure want a first aid here. I kind of want to first aid Daredevil. He's putting in a lot of work, right? We first aid Daredevil, play Tenacity, and then if I draw a Mockingbird, I can use Scientist to play. I want the double back in the deck pass as well. Yeah. Okay, we'll use the backflip as a resource to play first aid. Heal 2 damage from any character. We'll heal 2 from Daredevil. Bring back to full life. Then we use a double resource here to play Tenacity. It's a 2-cost upgrade that we can, as a hero, actually spend a physical resource in its card to ready back up. So that's going to be useful. And then we're going to manage it here and draw a card. Come on, Mockingbird. Ooh, we got Mockingbird. Okay, we deck out though, so we get dealt a face town and counter card. And then we'll shuffle up and discard power back into the deck. Okay. So I think Mockingbird is going to set us up here for success. And now all 3 swing weapons are back in the deck, and we should be able to make a push here. We just got to survive this big turn though, so I want to bring that threat back down to 0 right now. Alright, so we got a Mockingbird, and we're still in Alter Ego, so I can play here without using the web shooters here, which still have good counters, which is really nice. Alright, so we're going to Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card play at 1, Mockingbird's 2 costs. Use Scientist to generate a mental resource. This will be another resource here, so we can play Mockingbird. And this is the emergency, I believe. Whenever Mockingbird enters place on enemy, let's stun Ultron. So now we got a free turn here with no extra drone minions. Alright, so what do we do here? Well, Daredevil is going to thwart 2 from the main. He'll trigger his ability and ping a damage off and knock out the emergency drone minion. Daredevil will take a consequential damage. Black Cat's going to swing for 1 Ultron, brings him down to 14. She does not take consequential damage there. And then we'll flip up to hero form. Oh, actually, the threat's going to be pretty high. We're going to have Mockingbird Thor for 1. Drop this down to 4 threat. She'll take a consequential damage. We're going to surveillance team this one here to remove 1 threat. Drop it down to 3. And I think we keep the surveillance team up here just in case, because I don't want to let it go yet, in case something bad happens. Let's move everything a little bit over for some space here. Alright. I think we Thor for 1. Yeah, let's Thor for 1. Drop it down to 2. Alright, and that's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. I'm a little bit worried about the advances coming up here. But we do have, like, the Great Responsibility as well, right, in hero form. Let's drop back up to 5. Ooh, we got a backflip and double swing web kick. Okay. Alright, Ultron's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Do we choose, let's see, if we add 2 more threat, it goes up to 5. If he gets an advance, he's scheming for 2. Do we have, oh, we don't have Hand Spire Sense. Yeah, we're going to have to get a drone in. So we'll get a drone in with that force response here. Okay. Then Ultron is going to attack us. He is stunned. Nothing happens. We don't trigger Spire Sense. He then trigger his drone grabbing effect. This drone's going to hit us for 1 though after villain attacks. We'll take it, drop down to 9 life. And then he's going to deal us an encounter card for a total of 2. First encounter card is Angel Efficiency. Each player puts a top card of their deck into play. Engage with them as a drone minion. So we got a second drone. Last encounter card, don't be a gang up. Okay, program transmitter attached to Ultron. After he schemes, place 1 threat on each side scheme. Hero action exhaust here and spend 2 mentos to discard the card. Okay, we're fine with that. We're just going to ignore that. The +1 scheme is a little bit annoying, but I think we ignore it. Okay, it's back over to our turn here. We can drop the threat finally down like in a low, like back down low. Let's mention first and draw a card. Oh, another backflip. I want to play Interrogation Room, I think. So I think we actually do that. Yeah, let's use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next level player 1 to play Interrogation Room. It's a 1-cost support. Max level player, after you defeat a minion, we can exhaust the card and remove 1 threat from the scheme. So let's get that down. And then it says after you defeat a minion, so it has to be us, like Peter Parker Spider-Man. Oh man, it's a little bit annoying. That's fine. Yeah, we'll swing, we'll take out the drone. We'll Interrogation Room to remove that from the main. Then Daredevil will thwart 2, clear it off. He'll trigger his ability to ping a damage off defeat. Oh, Jessica Jones. Okay, he'll take console damage though. And then Black Cat swings 1, Mockingbird swings 1 for 2 damage. And Ultron brings him down to 12. No consequential damage for Black Cat, 1 for Mockingbird. Then we're going to, I use Helicarrier already. We'll use 3 resources here, so we can play a swing web kick. Here, actually attack, do 8 damage to enemy, hitting Ultron for 8. Brings from 12 down to 4. So we've got a big hit on him. So I want to do 4 damage and then do another swing whip kick on the next stage. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. So we have a backflip in hand here that I probably want to use. And we'll draw back up to 5 on both these cards. Oh man, we keep drawing swing web kicks. Not the best time to be drawing them. Oh man, okay. Ultron's turn, he's gonna add 1 to the main. Then we gotta choose. Let's choose to put 2 more threat there because the threat's pretty low now. So it goes up to 3. He's gonna attack us. He'll trigger his force interrupt, get a drone. We'll trigger our force interrupt, draw a card with spider sense. Okay. So he's attacking us. He gets a boost. We're gonna just take the hit. Yeah, we have a backflip. So same with a base of 2, 3, 0. Oh, so just 3 damage. Do I take it? No, let's just backflip it. So we play a backflip, jump out of the way, prevent all that damage. The drone's gonna hit us for 1. We will take that one. Drop down to 8. We're getting counter card. Oh, if it's concussive blast, it kills all of our allies. Okay, we got invasive AI. When review, each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck. 3 threat and a hazard. And 3 threat on there. Oof. Okay, that's unfortunate. We got another side scheme. Do we have? Ooh, we got a Spire Tracer. Okay, that's perfect here. Okay, backwards return. Let's mention draw card. I could play the Heroic Intuition. I don't think. I think we're late enough in the game where I don't necessarily want to play that. Let's Helicarrier to reduce the cost of natural ability 1, so we can play Spire Tracer, attach it to this drone or to this drone minion, and then we'll do Black Cat's gonna swing for 1. We'll take out the drone. And then we'll trigger the Spire Tracer to remove 3 threat from a scheme, clear off the side scheme here, and defeat it. Okay. Then let's see, I want to plan this correctly. So after we pop Ultron, he's going to give us 2 drone mins with 2 hit points each. Oh man. That's a little bit annoying, huh? And then what do I do to defeat them? I don't really have damage. Because we need to... so I think we actually waste a swing web kick here. Because we need to take out the drones that enter play. Because it would be stronger. Yeah, and I can trigger interrogation room as well. Yeah, so I think we hold on to the swing web kick, and I think we burn this for this one. He was bad. 3 resources here, so we can play a swing web kick. Here, I should attack, do 8 damage to enemy. We're gonna hit Ultron for 8. That'll bring him all the way down to 0, and then we'll flip him over to his 3rd and final stage here. When reviewed, search the encountering a discover file for Ultron's Imperative, the side scheme here, and we'll put this straight into play. So whenever it's reviewed, each player puts the top 2 cards of their deck into play, face down, engage with them as a drone minion. And right now we're just hoping for not Nick Fury. And that's going to come with 2 per player threat and a hazard icon. Ultron's going to have 27 life, so we bring it down 0, then we win. And he also has a constant effect, which is pretty nasty. So each drone minion gets +1 attack and +1 hit point. Ultron cannot take damage while a drone minion is in play. So we can't even do damage to him unless we take out the drones, but every single drone has 2 hit points now. Their scheme is still 1, but they also have 2 attack. So we want to take them out or else they're going to do a lot of damage to us here. Alright, and then 2 threat there. Okay, so we just have 1 swing weapon in our hand. So what do we do here? Well, for sure we swing for 2. And then we take a threat off there. Then we surveillance team the other one. And Daredevil will take out the other drone. Oof. Yeah, it's not great, but yeah, we have to. So we'll swing for 2, we'll take out this drone minion. Then we'll trigger the interrogation room. After you defeat a drone, remove a threat from a scheme. So we'll take a threat off of the Ultron's Imperative. Daredevil will swing for 2 and take out the other drone. Ooh, no Nick Furies. He'll take console damage and get knocked out here. He's gone. Then we'll do surveillance team, and the surveillance teams will go away with no more uses, so it gets discarded. But we're going to remove 1 threat from a scheme, and we're going to take it off with the Ultron's Imperative. I can't deal with that side scheme with the hazard there. Alright, and then that is going to end our turn here, and Ultron has 27 life. Alright, let's draw back up to 5, holding on to a swing web kick. Ooh, we got Nick. Okay, so we drew into Nick, but we're going to deck out with Nick, though, unfortunately. Ultron's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main, goes up to 4, and then we choose, do we have Enhanced Spire Sense? We don't. So we add 2 threat, goes up to 6. If he schemes out, ooh, can I go for a push if he schemes out? Because if I add the threat there, and let's say he gets an advance and schemes out, we'll have a few turns before we lose. But I actually think I can go for the push. Sorry, we should be all readied up here. I think, and this should be all readied up. then we may be able to go for the push. I really don't want to get a drone here is the thing. So one thing with Ultron stage 3 is that whenever he attacks, he doesn't get a drone into play anymore. I think we take the risk because if we go into the countdown, I think we have enough damage here to go for the push. So we let him scheme out on us. Okay, so we're gonna pick the one. We already added 1 threat. We're gonna pick the one that plays 2 more threats, so it's gonna go up to 6 here. So we're gonna take the risk and allow him to advance us if he draws it. Okay, he's going to attack us. He doesn't have a force and drive anymore, but we're gonna still Spider Sense and draw a card. We got the first aid, and then he's saying with a base of 4, we have 8. If I block with Mockingbird, he gets Concussive Blast. We still live. So yeah, Mockingbird's gonna block. Here's the boost. 0, so just 4 damage, takes out Mockingbird. Alright, then we get 1 face on counter card, which is, ooh, Concussive Blast is happening here. One of you D1 damage to each friendly character. Spider-Man takes a damage, drops down 7. Black Cat is finally gone here from like turn 1, right? Or Black Cat, but that's the other Concussive Blast, so we're safe to block here. Back over to our turn. Let's, oh, we got no Jones for a Spider Tracer, that feels bad. We'll draw a card, Spider Sense, and then no point in webbing up this stage of Ultron. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That's fine. We want to burn our hand and get everything back into the discard here. So question is, can I play Nick, Swing, Web Kick, and First Aid if I don't use Nick's ability draw, if I just do damage for Nick? So if I play Nick, then I can play Swing, Web Kick, and I can play First Aid. Yeah, we have the economy, so that feels good. This should be right up. What am I doing? Yeah, so he gets less drone minions now, which is good for us. So we use a resource here. We're going to play First Aid, heal 2 damage from any friendly character. Let's heal 2 from Spider-Man. We go back up to 9 life because I don't think we're flipping down again. We're going to do 4 resources here. So we play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to do 4 damage to enemy. Let's go for the push here. Brings Ultron from 27 down to 23. No drone minions in place, so we can do damage to Ultron. Then we're going to exhaust Helicarrier to make Swing Web Kick 2 costs. Exhaust both web shoes and remove counter from each one. For 2 resources to play Swing Web Kick, Hero Action Attack, do 8 to an enemy. Swinging in on Ultron brings him from 23 down to 15. And then Spider-Man's for sure going to swing in for 2. Brings him 15 down to 13. And then let's see, threat goes up to 7. Like I said, if he gets an advance, I actually prefer that as an encounter card because it won't actually be like damage on us. If I swing here with Nick, brings down to 11, we can for sure do 4 damage. We need to draw a Swing Web Kick to go for lethal. So I don't think we do it. Yeah, let's do Nick Fury's going to throw for 2 from the main. Drops us from 6 down to 4. Yeah, we still got to be careful. Nick will take console damage. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to surveillance team this last one. We're going to take the last counter, take a threat off, drop down 3, and this will pop. So that goes away. All right, and then that's going to end our turn, so we're going to deck out here. Let's ready back up. And then we'll draw back up to our hand size of 5 in hero form. We deck out, get dealt with a counter card. Ooh, I should have planned for the Haymaker. Maybe we should have went for the push. I forgot we had Haymaker in their deck. And we have Enhanced Spider Sense, which is good because he's getting 2 encounter cards. So with Enhanced Spider Sense in hand, we definitely just add more threat there. I mean, the Spider Tracer gives us good synergy though for getting drone minions in play. So it's a dilemma for sure. Let's see what we draw though. If we don't draw a Spider Tracer, I mean it's gonna be an easy decision. If we draw a Spider Tracer, I'm not sure what I'll do here. If we either draw a Swing Web Kick, I mean we got the kill. Okay, so 3 more cards. 1, 2. Oh, we got a swing. Okay, we got 2 Swing Web Kicks, so we should be able to go for the kill here. So we definitely don't take the drone. We just add threat because if he gets an advance, that's okay. We have the enhanced Spider Sense anyways. Yeah. Okay, so we just don't want drone minions because we can't do damage to him while drone's in play. All right, Ultron's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. Then we're gonna choose to place 2 more threat there. It goes from 4 up to 6. Then he is going to attack us. We're going to draw a card with Spider Sense. Ooh, okay, that's an interesting card to get here as well. We're going to block with Nick Fury. He's saying with a base of 4. This would be the boost. If this deals damage to friendly character, so that character, it is going to do damage to Nick. He gets stunned, but he's defeated here with the 4 damage anyway, so that doesn't matter. Alright, then we get dealt 1 encounter card for a total of 2. We just got to survive this. Okay, first encounter card is, ooh, the advance. Villain schemes. What is the countdown here? Do we get a drone man? Puts a top card. We do get a drone man if we get to stage 3. I think we just let him scheme, and then I can always actually play Great Responsibility, block it, and if he attacks us, we'll enhance Fire Sense as well. So we're gonna let him scheme. He's scheming with a base of 3, gets a boost here of 2, so he's gonna scheme for 5. Yeah, let's play it. We're gonna play Great Responsibility. When any amount of threat would be placed on a scheme, so 5 threats can be placed on a scheme, you can take as damage. Instead, we're gonna take 5 damage on Spider-Man. Brings from 9 down to 4. So normally I would not do that if I don't have the enhanced Spider Sense in hand, but if he attacks, we can still always do that. So that resolves the advance. And this, after Ultron schemes, place 1 threat on each side scheme. No side schemes in play. Last encounter card here is Angel Efficiency. Each player puts a top card of the deck into play, engage with them as a drone man. So we just get another drone here. All right, back over to our turn. The drone does have 2 health because of Ultron's ability, but we're going to swing in for 2. Take it out. And we can also trigger Interrogation Room and remove a threat from the main. And we're going to mansion here and draw a card. Ooh, triple swing web kick. I don't think we have the economy with the Precon deck. Okay, we're going to Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. So this would be 2 resources right here. So we can play a swing web kick. Here, action attack, do 8 damage to enemy. Brings Ultron from 13 down to 5. And then we can do exhaust the web shooters, remove the last web counter. So this one's gone. 2 more resources here for a total of 3 to play a second swing web kick. Do another 8 damage to Ultron, brings them 5 all the way down to 0. And then we can also use this web shooter, remove a counter, declare the wall to be a physical, to trigger Tenacity. We discard Tenacity and spend a physical resource. And both the web shooters here are gone, so that we can ready up Peter Parker Spider-Man. So everything is gone there for this final push. And then we can swing in here for another 2 to overkill Ultron just a little bit more, but it didn't really matter. Alright guys, so yeah, that is the 3 core set heroes on expert mode. Expert Rhino, Expert Klaw, and an Expert Ultron now. Playing as with Peter Parker Spider-Man with the unchanged Justice Precon deck. So yeah, once again, if you guys are trying to defeat these scenarios with just the core set, I highly recommend changing up the Precon deck. Probably taking out the Interrogation Room, even though it did help us here a little bit. I would still just prefer more copies of the Mansion, Helicarrier, more copies of First Aid, and more Haymakers, right? Those are all great cards to make this deck a lot more powerful here against Ultron, which would have made everything for all 3 scenarios a little bit easier. So yeah, alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.